You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
What is going on, NASCAR diecast collectors and diecast viewers on YouTube? This is Original Big Bri here, and welcome back to another Wave 10 NASCAR Authentics diecast review on my YouTube channel. Today we're reviewing Matt Kenseth's 2018 Wyndham Rewards Ford Fusion for the infamous and slightly dying Roush Fenway Racing. As much as I hate to say that, because you guys probably know about the news about Roush Fenway Racing shutting down their Xfinity program, which definitely is a big bummer, because you guys tell right here, that used to be a champion of one of my favorite drivers in NASCAR, Carl Edwards, 2007 champion. So I'm pretty unfortunate. I just had to show you guys right there because I am still a loyal Carl Edwards fan, and that one really hurts me. But yeah, I mean, hopefully this review will be pretty positive. Even though, I mean, Roush Fenway Racing is not looking too good in the Cup Series as well. Well, except for last year. I mean, they did got 2 victories. But here's the back of the of all the other cars that are released for Wave 10 and all the copyrights. So, yeah. And no, I did not find the liquid color chase piece, if you guys are wondering. So this is why I'm doing this review right now. But if I do, maybe I'll make an update video on this or on my other What's in Stores videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the unboxing and the diecast review of the Matt Kenseth Wyndham Rewards car. Alrighty guys, hope you guys are not up in the clouds just yet, because we got this diecast out of its box, and let's go ahead and get things started with this diecast review. But first, you guys know what time it is. It is time to show off the little accessory that we get with every single NASCAR Authentics car. Gotta love that for $5, even though nobody can really care about, you know, plastic accessories or magnets. By the way, this is a magnet, so really nice. I like the blue on this. It's a lot more darker on camera, but it is like a nice light blue. Yeah, and see right there, I mean, that does look really nice. And can't tell what the heck that is. Is that like clouds or I don't know, is that like sheets or something? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's clouds, because this paint scheme definitely reminds me of like a cloud, like a fluffy cloud. Speaking of that, hope you guys are not going to be too comfortable to watch this review. Hopefully I'm not going to put you guys to sleep, because this car definitely, you know, does look quite relaxing. Unfortunately, I can't really say too that much about Roush Fenway Racing. I mean, yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, let's pay after respects for Trevor Bayne, because you guys know he's not driving NASCAR anymore, and looks like his chances are definitely over, because there's no Xfinity program to go into now, because they shut down their Xfinity team. So, yeah, but on a positive note, it was really cool seeing Matt Kenseth come back in the team that kind of got his career going. I mean, he won the Rookie of the Year with this team, and brought home a championship with them as well. And a couple wins as well, in both not only the Xfinity Series, and also in the Cup Series. And has made several chase appearances as well. So, really nice. But unfortunately, things weren't looking too good. I mean, yeah, he brought home this. He never brought this car into victory lane, but he had a lot of good runs. A lot of good runs already. Especially when he came up to the playoffs. I mean, he definitely had no shots of being in the playoffs, because he split this car part-time with Trevor Bayne. And yeah, so I mean, it's cool that this is now the third different variant that we got for the 6th car. We also had the Advocare car being driven by Trevor Bayne, and the Performance Plus Motor Oil car, which was advertised as a Trevor Bayne car, but I have seen Matt Kenseth, and we all know Matt Kenseth did drive that car as well. I'm a little down they didn't make the Oscar Mayer car, but we also are getting the another variant of the Wyndham Rewards car, his Patriotic car, which is going to be exclusive for Wave 12. But I'm probably going to make a separate video about Wave 12, because I don't really have nice opinions about that wave. But on a positive note, guys, let's go ahead and just show off more about this diecast. Funny story about Wyndham Rewards. I mean, first of all, I mean, really cool that Wyndham Rewards decided to come on board with Roush Fenway Racing, because I know they have struggled with sponsorships. And they came at the right time, because they saw someone like Matt Kenseth can probably bring them out to success. Well, this is a multiple year contract sponsorship deal that they're doing, and I believe they're only sponsoring Ryan Newman for 7 races. So Newman's got to come up with some other sponsors, depending if some of the sponsors from Richard Racing will be carrying over to him. But who knows? I mean, maybe Caterpillar or Granger, but we shall see, or Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's. But I don't know, man. We will see what Newman could do in this car for next year. I don't really have high hopes, but we'll see. But back to the funny story about Wyndham Rewards. The last time I actually, I believe that this rewards program is related to Super 8. And if that's the case, well, I got a little story to tell you guys about Super 8. So, you guys know I am good friends with my good buddy David Land. So long story short, we stayed at the Super 8 Hotel, staying in for the 6 hours at the Glen for the IMSA race, which I do go every year, and that's another race I go to every year. So, I mean, if you're looking for any races that, if you're wondering where I'm going to, that's one of them, along with the Indy 500 and many more. But long story short, let's just say me and David, we actually took over Race Day 2011's room because he couldn't make it because of his car issues. So we took over his room. But little do we know that there was only one bed, and there was 2 of us, and I mean, we're good friends, but I don't think we're going to sleep in the bed together. So, long story short, we were trying to, figure the situation out. So we go down to the front desk, and they didn't have any bed supplies. They didn't have those little foldable beds. I forgot what the word's called, but they were all out. So we were like, oh shoot, well, I'm just gonna sleep on the floor then. I told him I have a bad back, but I I was about to do it, and so we did that. And then as we're walking back down to the hallway to our hotel room, we saw a one of those beds that was just standing out in the open. Now myself would be like, well, the person must have forgot about it. So I was like, all right, well, whatever, it is what it is. But David had a nice little idea that popped out of his head, like, dude, he thought, let's steal it. So long story short, we stole a bed at Super 8 Hotel, at Super 8 motel, and almost got away with it. Well, when it was a mission accomplished, little did we know that we got caught. Well, mostly I got caught. While David was doing his business in the shower, I had to clean up the dirty work. So, yeah, that's a nice little story I just decided to tell you guys right there because, I mean, we're probably going to talk about that next time we meet up at, whenever me and David meet up again. So, and David Land, if you're watching this video, you're probably cracking up, and I'm sharing a great memory for you. Also, gotta give a good shout out to another Matt Kenseth fan, which you guys probably know, probably already know already, from the Core series and the YouTube, well, not YouTube Pro series anymore. It's called the Core now. The NASCAR Weekly Podcast. We got Eric E. Steps, so I mean, who knows if he watches my videos or not, but if you are, then this review is dedicated to you as well. And of course David Land, because beds, man, they're super comfy, but who knows if you guys steal one or not. But let's go and start the diecast comparison of this car, and it is actually going to be on the last time we got a Matt Kenseth car, which was his Homestead Miami last ride car. Well, quotation marks, last ride. I'm about to re-edit that video, guys, because it's not really his last ride car, because he did drive this car. So, of course there's a big difference. But I thought this was pretty appropriate because I was going to just show you a Trevor Bayne car, but since this is a Matt Kenseth car, decided to show you guys, I mean, Matt Kenseth's official last ride at Joe Gibbs Racing. So, plus it doesn't look like he's returning in NASCAR anymore, so these are his 2 final rides, one for Roush Fenner Racing and one for Joe Gibbs Racing. So, if you're a big Matt Kenseth fan, I recommend getting both, for sure. But who knows what the future will hold for Matt Kenseth. Well, I mean, it looks like his future is already done. He's probably stepping away or retiring now because he got another opportunity to drive in NASCAR. But we'll see what will happen. But I got a funny feeling if Newman doesn't do anything with this car, we're going to see probably the end of this 6 car very soon, probably heading to the next decade with how things are going. I mean, but who knows, guys? Feel free to post your comments and thoughts below on this diecast review and my nice little story. If you guys have any other funny stories to tell me about or anything related to this diecast, feel free to let me know, and I will look at the comments, guys. But as always, guys, comment, like, subscribe, and this is Original Big Bri. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in yet another Week 10 NASCAR diecast review.